Just in time for Halloween, I've got more mystery movies. Let's open these up and see what's in this month's horror packs. I know this video is coming rapidly on the heels of my previous video, but rather than waiting, I wanted to go ahead and get right into this. This month's horror packs have arrived. I got the DVD and the Blu-Ray versions, as you saw in my video last month. And as it's almost Halloween, it seems like the perfect time to open these up, see what's in the horror packs, and we'll have some brand new horror movies to watch in the week or so before our favorite holiday. As is my way, I have not opened these, I've not looked at these. The only thing I've done is put a piece of gaffer's tape over my address to protect my privacy. So let's open them up and see what they have. There's pack number 1. And there's pack number 2. As you may recall from last month's video, in which I reviewed HorrorPack as a service because I had just gotten my first packs, I have signed up for both the DVD and the Blu-ray packs. Based on the thickness, I'm pretty sure this is the Blu-ray pack, so we're going to look at it first. Okay, let's open this up and see what we have. First up is Dead Dicks. I'm unfamiliar with this. It looks like it's won some awards. It says, Richie is a suicidal young man who every time he kills himself finds himself very much alive, but with a dead body of him in his apartment. His sister comes to the rescue, but as the bodies pile up, the pair think that a vagina-like opening in Richie's bedroom might hold the answer. Okay, this sounds like a fairly outrageous film, but sort of intriguing in an odd sort of way. I'll give it a try. Next up, Lights Out, which actually I have seen, but I don't have a copy of. This is overall a pretty good film. So some of you may recall there's a short film here on YouTube called Lights Out, which is somewhat related to this, and both the short film and the movie are fairly creepy, so this is definitely a good choice. Next up, oh, Carrie! Stephen King's Carrie. Of course, this is a classic film. The book, Carrie, launched Stephen King's career. The film is a classic, the book is a classic. Certainly not King's best work, but for a first novel, pretty damn good. And I think the film holds up well, even after all these years. So I didn't have a Blu-ray copy before, so this is nice to add to my collection. And the last one should be the HorrorPack exclusive, and it is. That is The Barn, HorrorPack Limited Edition Blu-ray. It's a film that I'm not familiar with. Let's see what it says. Dread Central's Top 5 Best Horror Films of 2016. That bodes well. It's Halloween 1989, and best friends Sam and Josh are trying to enjoy their last Devil's Night before graduating high school. Trouble soon arises when the two pals and a group of friends take a detour on their way to a rock concert, finding an old abandoned barn and awakening the evil inside. The Boogeyman, Hollow Jack, and the Candy Corn Scarecrow. Now it's up to Sam and Josh to find a way to protect their friends and defeat the creatures that lurk within the barn. Okay. Sounds like right up my alley and perfect for Halloween. This is going right to the top of my pile for my Halloween viewing. So, 4 very good Blu-rays. A couple of them I've seen, a couple of them I've not. None of which I already had, which is always a nice thing to find on these mystery boxes. And let's look at the DVDs and see what we've got. It looks like there are actually 5, which makes me think that there's another bonus gift in there. The first one is The Body Tree. Nobody Leaves, it says. Another one I'm not familiar with. When a group of Americans travel to Russian Siberia to honor the memory of their murdered friend, they uncover a plot that threatens all their lives. Doesn't really tell me much. I've always been sort of interested in Russian Soviet history and Russian culture. I think part of that comes from my days as a competitive chess player, and there were a lot of Russians playing chess. But it's an intriguing cover. The little teaser on the back sounds intriguing. I just don't know much about it, so I'll give it a try and hope for the best. Next up, Ouija 4. I actually have a Ouija board right over there. I have not seen the entire series. I've only seen the first of the Ouija films, so I'm going to probably want to pick up 2 and 3 before I watch this. But it is right up my alley and something that I will enjoy watching. Next, Scream at the Devil. The description on the back says, "The devil comes out to take his promised due when Miriam Jones, a schizophrenic woman, is pushed over the edge by her husband's illicit affairs. Her hallucinations become an insane reality, an exorcism of the mind." I've not seen it, but that sounds interesting to me as well. Some of you may know I have a background in psychology. Mental illness is interesting to me, and the sort of link between mental illness and demonic possession and exorcisms, whether as a skeptic arguing that demonic possessions are just mental illness, or if you're a believer and you want to say that mental illness is sort of a gateway to demonic possession. Either way you think about it, there's a link between demonic possession stories and mental illness, and this film seems to explore that. There's another film that explores it from a different angle called The Taking of Deborah Logan, which explores demonic possession in the context of Alzheimer's disease, which to me is the scariest of all the mental illnesses. This one seems like it's sort of along the same lines as The Taking of Deborah Logan, which was a very good film, so I'm looking forward to giving this one a try and see if it is as good. Next, we have Inoperable. Looks like a hospital film of some sort. It says, a young woman wakes up in a seemingly evacuated hospital with a hurricane approaching that has awakened malevolent forces inside. She realizes she must escape the hospital before the hurricane passes, or she will be trapped there forever. Okay, so there's a hurricane trapping people in a hospital, and there's some sort of evil forces. Hospitals make inherently creepy settings for a horror film. I think it's because so many of life's big and tragic events take place in the hospital. It seems appropriate to the horror genre. I'm unfamiliar with this film, looking forward to trying it. And the last one, which I wasn't expecting, yes, it says a gift from HorrorPack, Frankenstein. Which one is this? This is the... It looks like this is a modern retelling of Frankenstein. I've not seen this one. It looks like it was produced in conjunction with the BBC. You know, the BBC has done some great work before. Not everything they've done is turned to gold, of course, but I'm intrigued. I will watch this and hopefully I will enjoy it. Alright, that concludes our look at the October 2020 horror packs. I've got 9 movies, some of which I've seen, some of which I haven't seen, none of which I already had in my collection, which is wonderful. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got some movies to go watch. So until next time, take care and stay scared.